Hello, my name is Wayne Alexander, and today we're going to be looking at how to search for records using Advanced Find in CRM 2013. Now, Advanced Find is a sophisticated search engine that allows users to use queries to search for records, and these queries are based on the data within the fields of those particular records. Okay, I'm using my web version of CRM 2013. I can confirm the way that we search for records in Advanced Find is exactly the same in the Outlook version. I'm in the dashboard area of CRM 2013, and if you're in the dashboard area, you'll find Advanced Find here in the ribbon. If I was to navigate over to accounts or contacts or any record section, then you would actually find Advanced Find by clicking on the three dots because it's hidden and selecting Advanced Find. Now, I'm in the view, you can see in the background here, my active accounts. So when I click on Advanced Find, not only does Advanced Find look for accounts, but what it actually does is shows me the query that is used to formulate that view, my active accounts. So if we can see here, the system is looking for accounts where the owner equals to myself, the current user, and where the status equals to active. In other words, accounts are active that I'm the owner of, which is exactly the same as my active accounts. I only point that out because, as I said, when you click on Advanced Find from wherever section you're in, the CRM Advanced Find tries to replicate the view that you were previously looking at within Advanced Find. But to be honest, it doesn't really make a difference where you click on Advanced Find, because if you just click on the New button, what the system does is clears the screen ready for you to put in a new query and a new search. First things first, we're going to look for contacts. So I'm going to click on the drop down here. It gives you a list of every single entity in CRM, including custom entities. So I'm going to go ahead and select contacts. Now, as you know, within CRM, a record is either active or inactive. In terms of opportunities, they're either open or closed. So if we're looking for contacts, we need to tell Advanced Find that we only want to see active contacts. If we don't specify, Advanced Find will show us both. So just underneath the word here, contacts, you have the select, and if I click on the drop down for select, it actually lists in alphabetical order every field that belongs to the contact record. And if I just scroll down the list here, there is actually a field called status, and I'm just going to go ahead and select status now. Status, and when I select status, equals appears next to the status word, and if I just hover my mouse over these three dots and click on them, I could double click on active so it jumps to the other side and click OK. Now this is what we call a query. So now not only is the system looking for contacts, but it's actually looking for active contacts, contacts where the status equals active. And when I add this query, you notice another select has appeared underneath. So the system gives you the ability to add another query. And this is the point of Advanced Find. It allows you to search for records based on queries. So I'm going to click on the drop down again. And what I want to actually do is to look for contacts, active contacts, where the city equals to London. Before I type in London in this free text box, just going to click on the drop down here for equals to show you that equals is not the only option that you have. I could actually look for contacts, active contacts, where the city does not equal to something, or where the city begins with. Begins with is particularly good for postcodes, because I can actually say where the postcode begins with, I don't know, NW, and it will show me all the contacts in northwest London. So I'm going to say where the city equals to London, type it in there. It's not case sensitive, so it doesn't matter whether you do capital or lowercase. And if I was to go ahead and click on results, what the system would do is go away, search the database, and bring back 4 records where the contacts are based in London. If you want to go back to the query, you just simply click on the Advanced Find tab and it jumps you back. Now, one thing I need to point out, and this is very important, every time you add another query, the system adds the information together. So currently, the system is looking for active contacts where the city equals to London. If I was to add another query, and this time I'm going to say city equals to Berlin. What if I want the system to show me contacts where they live in London or Berlin? Well, This would actually show no data if you click on the results button, because what you'll find is that the system adds the information together. So it's currently looking for contacts where the city equals to London and the city equals to Berlin, which it obviously can't do. Advanced Find doesn't show you a conflict, it lets you create the query, but when you click on results you'll have no data. Now this is where the OR functionality comes in. Really straightforward to do. You simply click on the arrow on the left hand side and select each row, so they're both highlighted in blue, and there's actually a button here that says group OR. And if I click on the group OR button, you'll suddenly notice that a big OR appears before each of the two lines, each of the two queries. And now if I click on results, the system shows me 8 records. That's for London and for Berlin. Okay, finally in this basic query video, I'm going to show you how to save this advanced find. Really straightforward. So you simply click on Save As in the ribbon here. Try and give it as descriptive a name as possible. So I'm going to say active contacts in London or Berlin. And I could put in a short description in my description area, but the name of my advanced find really says what it's all about. And I've just gone ahead and clicked save, and we just created an advanced find query, and we've gone ahead and saved that. So what I showed you today is how to create a basic advanced find query and how to save it. By the way, advanced finds are dynamic. So if another contact was added to the system where the city equals to London or Berlin, it would automatically update your advanced find. Thank you.